Youth!
Riley, someone asked the question, and I think if we're getting honest, we're going to kind of hit a different gear here. We're going to get real, we're going to get raw about relationships. Someone asked the question, how does abstinence or lack thereof affect a marriage?
This is a great cue that I had to spend a lot of time thinking about. But to start, I just want to clarify that abstinence and or virginity or waiting to have sex until you're married don't necessarily equate to purity. So purity is having pure body, mind, and soul, and you can make it to your wedding day and not have sex until your wedding day, but still not have lived a pure life. And so virginity or abstinence is just a fruit of purity. So if you're walking with the Lord and communing with the Lord, naturally, and a fruit of walking with the Lord is that purity. And that's just one thing I wanted to clarify, because for the longest time, I grew up in a church that virginity or abstinence meant purity, which just is not true. Because in high school, I really, really struggled with finding my identity in guys, and that manifested in me seeking significance in how much they desired me. However, the Lord completely has redeemed my heart, and I feel like now, like my mind, my body, and my soul is purified through what the Lord has done. So the reason why God gives us rules or guidelines for relationships, which can be found in the Bible or just through the Holy Spirit's conviction, is basically him just saying that what you're about to do is going to hurt you or will hurt you eventually, and in your marriage or in your future, it's going to hurt your heart, and I don't want you to get hurt. And I think that a lot of times we see this rule of like waiting until you're married or setting boundaries as just a rule to follow, but when we see it from the perspective of a loving Father who just wants to protect our hearts, it can really shift how we act in obedience to that. And one last thought that I had was, we were never meant to wonder if we're enough, and we're never meant to feel ashamed about what we have to offer. So when you come to your boyfriend or your girlfriend and you guys feel like you might stumble or are really struggling crossing physical boundaries, part of marriage and the beauty of marriage is I don't ever have to wonder if Micah's gonna love me the next day. If I look super ugly in the morning, I don't have to worry about if he's gonna leave or walk out, because it's the covenant of marriage. But the beauty of waiting until you're married to have sex and be intimate is there's a level of trust built that I know that he's not going to leave. Whereas if you in high school right now, I know there's lots of pressures with physicality, and the dangerous line to walk with that is if you have been physical with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and there's a level of trust there, but if you break up with them, that trust is broken. And moving forward, you have a really difficult time giving that trust to the person that God has intended for you to be with.
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the Northview Students YouTube channel. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Thanks.
See you later.